Oh, very good. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our NFL predictions this week. Unfortunately, we're all below 500. I was debating whether I should even put that on this graphic, but hey, it's hard picking, especially against the spread. I think it was the Packers game last week. They were 6.5 points. They won by 7. I'm like, how does Vegas always know that? Anyway, they cooked all of us on that one. So let's start with Bills, Patriots in Foxborough, but the Buffalo Bills are favored by 1.5. My question is, why are the Bills favored on the road to a team that's won, I believe, 10 straight? But Booker, why don't you get us started with the Buffalo Bills hat this week? Yeah. What do you got for us?
The Patriots are 9-3 against the spread. They have 10 straight wins, and they've covered 5 straight versus Buffalo. The Bills are 0-3 against the spread in the division this year. Drake May has been incredible. Josh Allen has had some variance in his play. They've already beaten Buffalo this year, so you might as well take the Patriots. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not an idiot. I'm just kidding. No, Bills guy. I'm picking with my heart again. I mean, 1.5 spread. I think the Patriots probably end up winning this game, but I can't go against the Bills. It's getting towards playoff time, and the Bills need this more than the Patriots do. Give me the Bills.
Tyler, who are you liking in this one?
The way it's favored with the Bills, the only thing I can think of here is that Vegas was looking at that schedule and said, there's no way the Patriots win out. They're going to have to fall at least one time. We all know the schedule seems a little bit easy, but where's that one loss coming from? Divisional games always get really weird. As bad, it has tilted so far to the Patriots' side that at some point the dam gives way and the other team is able to this one. So the desperate, I think they need a win and they need something in the division to know that they're still here. And yeah, the Piff have on a great run, but Bills still want to keep the crown on that side, even though they probably don't this year. So I take the Bills in this one -1.5. I just think they're the more desperate team that needs it.
Yeah. Alo, you thought?
I think the Bills need this game way more, of course. But I'm taking the Patriots. I think the Patriots finally found their quarterback after Tom Brady. I guess playing at an elite P level. Mike Vrabel is we saw him winning in Tennessee, and now he has a quarterback. Ryan Tannehill at that time and was winning. Now he has Drake May. I mean, that Josh Allen is kind of up and down season, and the thing that the Patriots do very well is they have a very, very good defense.
I was just looking at the weather here, looking like 32 degrees. Yeah. Not sure if there's any snow in the forecast. I don't think it would matter for either of these teams. Just curious on how close of a game it could be.
Yeah.
I think it was Tyler, though. You said, hey, eventually you win 10 in a row. Somebody's going to get you, and this Bills team is one I think could get you. So I'm going to take the Bills. I got to go with Booker here. I gotta stick my sympathy Bills fandom. I've got to stick with my guys. And if not this year for a Super Bowl, I mean, it passed up by the Patriots and the Broncos potentially, and maybe even Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I mean, bad look for Buffalo. So, yeah, they got to win this one. Still could win the AFC East, and I think they're going to be the hungrier team. So, all right, let's move along here. Raiders versus Eagles. I didn't even want to put this one in because 12.5 points is insanity. It's a snow game. It's almost certainly going to be closer than 12.5 points because it's going to be a mess. The Eagles are a mess. Eagles better win. Will they actually cover? Or is Monday morning going to just be Black Monday, firing coaches, firing quarterbacks, A.J. Brown getting traded to the Patriots after the deadline? I mean, what do we got? Tyler, talk me off the ledge. Tell me that the Eagles are going to cover the 12.5 and the snow won't matter. What are your thoughts on this game?
You sound like the end of Ghostbusters there when they're talking to the mayor. Cats and dogs sleeping together. It's all mayhem over there in Philadelphia right now. Up is down, down is up. It's all been, it's getting ugly. Surprisingly, as down as I have been on the Eagles, I've been against you, Kevin. I said that they're reliant on the defense. Eventually that gives way in an offensive driven league. I actually like them in this one. And if anything, you put Philadelphia in a corner and you try to beat them down, eventually they come back swinging and all cylinders start firing again. So I actually like them 12.5 here, regardless of the weather and everything. I think they really got the Raiders. And if there was ever a get right game that anyone needs, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. So give me the 12.5. Give me the Eagles. Saquon likes to run in the snow, and I think he gets loose in this one, and they really handle business.
Yeah. Alo, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a 12.5 point spread, but it's against the Raiders, man. I mean, that's enough said. One thing though, is it going to hurt you that Kenny Pickett's playing and not Geno Smith?
The revenge
Even though
game.
we call him small hands Kenny Pickett, I mean, I think I don't know. It's because they beat themselves. Like they do it to themselves, and it's honestly the fans' fault. I'm gonna say that it's your guys' fault. You guys are not grateful for what you have. If that was the Dolphins, you guys are out here freaking stealing AJ Brown's car, come on, man. But no, and I'm gonna take the Eagles. I mean, the Raiders are just so bad. They're an organization. I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm nervous though. I mean, I know you saw Saquon and the Ashton Ginty in the snow. I feel like is about to be something else on shiftiness and trying to tackle that man. Eagles got to win. I think they do cover. As bad as they looked, I thought the offense looked better. Like they were running the ball well. I don't know what was going on with the 5 interceptions, 4 interceptions, whatever it was, but they better. But that's not what Eagles fans want to hear. That's why everybody's just triggered by that kind of crap because it's like. Yeah, so Alo, you are right that we should probably be grateful, but that's what Millie Philly is not never enough. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Eagles got to. I think they cover. Like Tyler said, the Raiders are the perfect get right game. So Booker, I can just feel you. I took the bet. I can feel you taking the Raiders to at least cover, even if you don't think they'll win. But I can feel it.
Yeah, you are feeling correctly. The thing is, so the Philadelphia Eagles only won more than 7 points one time, and that was week 8 against the Giants. So I know it's a snow game. I think it's going to be sloppy. It's not going to be high scoring, and that was insane. And so I don't know that quarterback play matters as much in a game like what's going to be played tomorrow. And so the Eagles win, but 12.5 is too high for me. So I'm going Raiders to cover on this.
And to Alo's point, if they win and they look terrible, I mean, Philly's going to continue to bury them. But I will not just get to a 9th win is all I ask. Don't finish the season, Anyway, never enough. All right, let's move it along here. Rams. This will be a really good game. I'm excited for this one. 6 points for the Rams feels a little high. This is in LA. I don't know if you can call this a revenge game for Jared Goff anymore when they've already played like a couple of times, but it's indoors. Jared Goff back in Alo, who you taking in this game?
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the spread. -6.5, or what is it? -6, right? Yeah, I'm taking the -6. Matthew Stafford is 37 years old, still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's got Puka, he's got Devontae Adams, and the Lions aren't stopping that. The Lions are gonna have to score a lot, and there isn't like what we've had in the past 2-3 years. So, and the Rams defense is no joke. So I think they get a few stops. I think they actually win by like 10 or more, to be honest. I think they're that good.
Yeah. Every time I'm against the Rams, it doesn't end well for me, except for when it's against the Eagles. But
yeah,
gosh, at home, across country. Yeah, give me the keep this one. They've been running the ball. I think this is back in LA, Goff's old stomping grounds. The Lions to keep it close. I don't know if the Lions pull out the win. Sorry. The Rams didn't lose last week, right? They beat that was a couple weeks ago. They lost the Panthers. Yeah. I'm taking the Lions as a cover because I think we'll be able to put up points and toss them on who wins. Booker, who you like?
The Rams smacked the Cardinals like 45 to something.
Yeah. Give me Lions to cover, though.
All right. I'm also taking the Lions. They are 17-3 against the spread when they're dogs of 4 or more points. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair, and that favors the dog. I think the Rams are going to win, but it's going to be a high scoring affair. And I just can't, I'm going to go Lions here. Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and Sonic and Knuckles.
Tyler, who you like?
All right, I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I just think Matthew Stafford and the weapons he has around him is clicking at another level. And I still really like that Rams defense. I think that defensive line will cause some havoc for Goff. I think Gibbs probably still gets loose because he's just like that. But I do like the Rams until Matthew Stafford struggles game. I'm just going to keep riding. I'm just go with them again. I do like that little call with the 17-3 against the spread. Really like that for the Lions. And I do agree with the shootout here. But I just think overall the Rams defense is a little bit more stifling and enough to hold the Lions back a little bit, just enough for them to cover, probably like 8 points.
All right, let's plug along here. We got Packers, Broncos. We have some good games this weekend. I'm really excited. No college football today, but some great NFL games to look forward to tomorrow. Packers, Broncos. Again, the Broncos are on a crazy win streak. Packers are kind of up and down, hard to know what you're going to get at times. But they're a good team. Why on earth are they favored going into Mile High? I'll take this one. I feel sort of like Tyler on the Patriots on this one. Like eventually your win streak will end. So I'm nervous with picking the Packers and that they're going to cover in Mile High. Not sure what the weather is going to be like, but give me the Broncos in this one to either win this outright or keep it closer than 2.5 at home. The Broncos just play teams close. Again, the Packers roasted us last week. Of course, they're going to win this by a field goal late and make me look dumb, but I'm going with the Broncos on this one. Booker, who are you taking?
I'm actually taking the Packers. I believe the Broncos are possibly going to be missing starting offensive linemen. The Packers are elite against pass rush. They have a pass rush, and Jordan Love excels against man in which Denver plays heavily. And so it's going to be a field goal win or more. So give me the Pack.
Yeah. Tyler?
Yeah, I don't know how the Broncos consistently keep these really close. They have a knack for it. However, I do think that the Green Bay Packers need this win. I think they know they need. And I was surprised by Jordan Love and how he did tear up that. So I'm taking the Packers here. I think the Broncos defensive line will disrupt a little bit, but I think the Packers just need it.
Yeah, makes sense. Elo, who you like?
Yeah, I got the Packers as well. Love's playing pretty good. Watch Watson, which has come back from that injury and looks good. Also, I think Bo Nix struggles against good defenses. And Michael Parsons added to him. Michael Parsons in that defense gets him, and he has a tough day because he's known to throw some picks. So he's known to have some games.
Yeah. I heard something. It was how soon is it to call Golden? What's Golden's for?
Oh, Matt Golden.
Matt Golden. How soon is it to call him a bust? I was first year. Like that's pretty ruthless. Like, hey, this guy's a bust.
Matthew Golden. Yeah.
So, all right, here we go, Tyler. Colts versus Seahawks. Old man Rivers is those 10 children, and who knows how many grandkids were driving in nuts in retirement. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and get tackled by the Seahawks defense. I think that was that a 13.5 I saw there on the notes. My note. 13.5 on the road. We got to start with Tyler on this one. Your Colts going to keep it closer. You're going to take them to win this game and shock the world.
Take absolutely no legitimate information from what I'm about to say.
No,
Uncle Phil is here to save the day. He is going to come in. He's been talking to Steichen every single week. He's running the same offense with his high school boys. He knows it. He knows everything in there. But look at it like this. Everything that was Daniel Jones' success was about reading the defense and taking the options that Steichen gave it to him. There was not anyone else we were going to get in the building to learn that playbook and go out and execute the way Steichen wants to in that short amount of time, unless you have a walking football encyclopedia come through the door and start slinging the rock because the ball's flying off his hand. Give me Uncle Phil not only cover, but to win this game and save the Colts season. They're going to run the ball. They're going to get it out quick. Look for Josh Downs underneath, Tyler Warren with a big game. And they're going to, and then, AP's down there somewhere. And I've heard he can still sling that deep ball. So give me this one to friggin' win.
Wow.
Just a heads up, anyone who just joined in, I want to let you know that before Tyler did say do not take any of this.
Hey, what are your thoughts? You agree with Tyler on that?
I just want to know if Rivers is going through some stuff, if maybe one of his kids is getting married, because I don't know whose bright idea this was. Go with the defense. You know what I wanted to be? I wanted to be the guy that was there when him and his wife were talking. I mean, did she talk to him? Did she go, did he say, hey, babe, do you think that's a good idea? Because, I mean, that man has never been fast. I think everybody on this panel is faster than I'm assuming that we all are.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say this. He's gonna get against that young Seahawks defense. Yeah, give me the Seahawks. And it's not Uncle Phil, it's Grandpa Phil.
Grandpa Phil. First ever, well, not ever. What I saw today was in memory. The first guy to be playing as I'm not going to pick them. I will take the Colts in the points. I like the 13.5 to the Colts. I mean, that's I think Phillip, even in junk time, he could try and backdoor cover this. So give me the point side. I mean, this is the best possible option for the Colts. I don't know if it's a good option. Hopefully he stays statistics on 40 4-year-old plus quarterbacks is not great when there's really large men coming to break you in half. And so, yeah, I hope it works out for the Colts. I hope he catches lightning in a bottle here. That would be an awesome story. And I'm taking the Colts to keep it closer than 2 touchdowns, but this will be an interesting ride over the next couple of weeks. You can't have it all, right, Tyler? You can't have Indiana on the top of the world and your Colts. But Booker, who are you taking in this one?
Give me the Seahawks. I heard news that Phillip Rivers' wife upped his life insurance right after he signed his contract.
Conversation.
Yeah. I also I saw him on the tarmac boarding the he was on all fours. Give me Seattle here, man.
Wait, it's coming.
It's coming.
Phil's got that belt out. It's coming.
All right, for me, and then I'm gonna have to dip out, and you guys can wrap this up. But Vikings versus Cowboys. We'll talk Sunday night football. Yeah, JJ McCarthy looked better last week. The Cowboys 5.5-point favorites. I love seeing the Cowboys lose in last week's game. This one should be interesting. My thought here was, why didn't we flex this game? We've so many good games. Can't they start? Like, when can they start flexing games out of Sunday Night Football?
Yeah.
Or do they still do that, or is that a no?
I think they can, but the other games are so good. I think the regular network can actually, if they want to. I think the other networks don't want to.
And Jerry Jones is not letting anybody flex him out of football. But nonetheless, this should be okay. Cowboys favored by 5.5. Give me the Vikings and JJ McCarthy. I know the Joe Burrow hype train, trade him for 2 first-round draft picks, and Joe Burrow is going to be a Viking. I don't buy any of that, but give me the Vikings to keep this close. And I'm probably a less than credible source, as I have a disdain for the Cowboys, but I just think when the Cowboys are supposed to, they usually don't. When they aren't supposed to win, they do. I think this is a little bit of a letdown here, and JJ McCarthy plays well under the bright lights. So give me the Vikings on this one. Booker, take it away. Head out, fellas, but you enjoy the rest of the evening talking football. Appreciate you guys finishing it up. So we'll see you next time.
See you, brother.
See you, man.
All right, we got the trip box.
Oh, yeah.
It's going buck wild now. I hate saying this, Cowboys here. I think that, let's see, I've got a couple notes. Well, actually, no, I do not have any good notes. I just think the Cowboys are going to take it. The Vikings have been so up down and inconsistent, and the Cowboys are able to score. So give me the Cowboys to cover. What do you think, Tyler?
I'm in here. I give the Cowboys. I just think they can get that offensive moving. George Pickens usually bounces back after he creates a little drama in the locker room. He just lives for that stuff. Slacks off some routes, gets a chewing, and then comes back out and has a great game. So, I think weapons and Dak's smart enough to work the defense and get him to cover this one.
Great. What do you think, Alo?
Yeah, for me, I'm taking the 2. I mean, Jefferson has turned into a different wide receiver with JJ McCarthy. Off season, if I'm the Vikings, you good defense, you have a good offense. I would give up JJ McCarthy 2 firsts in my car and my house for Joe Burrow. I would, because you're wasting Justin Jefferson's like whole career, and you've already done that to him. He's at his prime right now. So I'm taking the Cowboys. I think JJ McCarthy's too inconsistent. He's either hurt, he plays bad. He had one good game. I can't go off of that.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, we'll see how we do. We're all in the negative currently, but this week we'll make a comeback. But thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow morning we've got start sits on TSP. Feel free to drop your comments there if you've got some start sit questions for your playoffs and the fantasy. Thanks for coming to the show. Please give all of these fellas a follow on X. We've got Mr. Diesel 31 and O Leagues on X. We will drop their handles on. Everyone have a good night. And we made it through a Saturday without college football. That football coming tomorrow and next week. So just hold on tight. Thanks, everybody.